Hello and welcome to another edition of Good Morning Pattaya, Pattaya Channel's very own breakfast show. I'm your host, Nick Pendrell, and joining me as usual is my regular co-host and friend, Mr. Dave D. How you doing today?
Good morning, Nick. How are you? Yeah, a little bit groggy today. Had a rough night, but made it here on time via the taxi.
You're looking pretty good. No one would ever guess.
I scrub up well. Good morning to you.
Good morning. And good morning too to our guest, who is Dominique, General Manager of Centara Pratumnak. How are you?
Good morning.
Good morning, Di.
Thank you very much.
Good morning.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, Centara Pratumnak. Now, that's a pretty new name on the Pattaya hotel scene. How long has the hotel been there exactly?
So the hotel opened in October last year. So we are about 8 months open now.
Right.
The newest five-star hotel here in Pattaya, located Pratumnak, here very close to your studios. I would say the location is quite unique because it's a beautiful more private beach, I would say, more quiet than the main beach here in Pattaya, and it's very close to town.
Yep.
It's about 5 minutes drive to town, 5 to 10 minutes depending on the traffic, and then just before Jomtien. So you feel you're a little bit out of the business of the city center, and then a beautiful beach. So I think it's a great location here.
Absolutely, absolutely. And what's the theme? And it's got a very specific theme, the architecture and interiors.
Yeah, it does. The interior designer has implemented a concept of underwater world. So when you enter the hotel, it's very subtle. It's a very subtle and it's a luxury decoration. But you find a very large aquarium in the lobby. That's our shark tank, the predator tank.
Wow.
It has black tip sharks inside. Very impressive.
Yeah.
We also have a coral reef tank, and we have also the jellyfish tank in our rooftop restaurant in Rufino. And then the rest throughout the hotel, you find very subtle decoration elements who are referring to this underwater world, bubbles and fish decoration, and it's all in a very luxury touch.
Do they take a lot of looking after? Do you have an aquarium expert on staff?
Yeah, we do. Yeah, we have. We have a senior aquarist.
Really?
Yeah, and she's from Spain, and she's working at our hotel and looking after the aquariums. She was here for the pre-opening, so she set up the aquariums, and she's taking care of the animals and the aquariums. And she's also here to look after a next project, the Centara Avenue, also from the same owner of the hotel, Tulip Group.
Right. Yes.
Where we will have another aquarium, quite impressive. So.
What sort of facilities do you have down there? I mean, you know, when we say five-star hotel, Nick, of course, we're expecting the best, aren't we? So, I mean, what kind of facilities do you have there? Can you give us some of the things you have in the hotel on offer? Yeah,
certainly. Well, I think in facilities, when you walk into the hotel, you can immediately recognize the quality that the building, the facilities offer. For example, in the whole hotel, you see only marble and natural stones in front of the house, no ceramic tiles. The furniture in our lobby is Casa Fendi, so imported Italian furniture, designer furniture. Then if you see our tables in the restaurant, they are made out of onyx, very rare marble out of Iran. We have silver cutlery, and the quality goes on in the rooms. And specifically, the comfort in sleep, we have really looked after the best mattresses on the market, high quality linen on the beds. The duvets are a mix of dough and feather, no polyester, and the same for the pillows. Rain showers, high technology in the rooms.
So I take it in a five-star hotel, you've got all the saunas and you've got the jacuzzis and you've got the swimming pools and everything. So in a five-star hotel, I mean, when it comes to like building a five-star hotel and you put in all the best of the best, as you've just said, I mean, how do you go about vetting the people that are going to work in your hotel? Who's responsible for that?
Well, it all comes down to the management of the hotel under the Centara management. I think it all starts with recruiting the right people. First, it's the selection, trying to find the team and to build up the team that has experience in such standard of hotels. But we are mostly looking after great positive attitude. I think that is the most important, because then there comes the training, the practical training. So we're looking for people, a team to build a team up that has a great attitude and who is service-minded and has the great smiles and wants to learn and grow, and the rest we can teach. And if then there is the experience in five-star hotels, that's great, but otherwise we will train that.
And what about the nationalities that work within the hotel? I mean, you know, we've spoken on previous shows, Nick, you know, where, you know, a lot of the hotels have people from around the world. And I think it's always good to have the multicultural staff that work in a hotel. Is that the same for Centara?
Well, obviously the majority of our staff is Thai. And I think with Centara is definitely still the focus to keep the Thai traditional hospitality. So we definitely have a very strong Thai team in the company in Centara. As for non-Thai nationals, we have myself, I'm from Belgium. We have our executive chef, who is from Italy, Luca. And then we have our executive assistant manager, Carl, who is British. Okay. So that's the 3 foreigners we have. And then we have our aquarium expert, as I mentioned, and she's from Spain.
Interesting.
Yeah. You mentioned about your executive chef. I'm imagining a 5-star hotel would be serving 5-star food. What do you have in the way of restaurants?
Yeah. Well, we have our all-day dining restaurant. It's called Oceana. Again, linked to the ocean.
Aquatic theme.
Yeah, aquatic theme. That venue is on the ground floor, so the lobby level. Serving mainly as breakfast venue. So there we have a breakfast buffet.
Right.
And then we also serve dinner there. We have there frequent events, such as Saturday we have a seafood buffet,
right.
and on the holidays and the special events, different teams. Then we have, also on the ground floor, we have our coffee shop, our bakery, that's called Espresso, where you have, we serve illy coffee and fresh croissants and pastries. You can also have lunch there, or snacks, salads, sandwiches, and so forth, all homemade. And then on the rooftop, we have our Rufino restaurant. I think it's already quite known and famous here in Pattaya.
Yeah.
Rufino branded restaurant. It's the first one in Southeast Asia under the Rufino name. Rufino, as many of the viewers will know, is a very famous Tuscan winemaker.
Okay.
They are known for their Chianti wine, and they have worked with us very closely to open and develop Rufino, where we serve Italian coastal cuisine.
Italian coastal cuisine.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, it is.
And I would imagine if Rufino is a very famous wine brand, then you have a pretty extensive wine cellar.
Yeah. The wine cellar is extensive. It's mixed. The Italian wines in Rufino restaurant are exclusively from the Rufino house, but we also have wines from other regions, such as France or Spain or other countries. So we have a variety of wines there.
Right.
Rufino is also great because of the views. You're on the rooftop there, so you have great views over the bay.
Yeah.
We also have a bar there where it's great to see the sunset.
Oh, that's fun.
How many floors? How many floors?
Yeah.
How many floors? Do you
8
have?
stories.
8 stories.
The restaurant is on the 9th on the rooftop. Yeah.
And how many rooms in total?
165.
So it's pretty exclusive then. Yeah.
And what about leisure facilities, you know, like your pools and your gyms? You have
So, we have that as well, of course. We have the pool is on the rooftop as well.
Okay.
So you have also from the pool, you have great views over the bay. It's a whole integrated area, the Italian restaurant, and then the pool, the bar around the pool area, the sun loungers. The fitness center is also on the rooftop. So it's a whole leisure area there on the rooftop. The rest of the facilities is on the ground floor.
I think a lot of things is as well, Nick, in life is no disrespect, but not everybody can stay in a 5-star hotel. But I do think that everybody would like to experience the 5-star hotel. So you guys make that special.
Yeah. Now I think. Well, we are still in the soft opening period. The hotel opened in October, and at the moment due to the economical and political crisis in Thailand. There's great promotions out.
Right.
So I think it's very accessible for many people to come and try our hotel and stay in a 5-star hotel. Rates are very flexible at the moment. And so I would definitely recommend everyone to keep an eye on our website, at the Centara Hotels and Resorts website, and to look for promotions. There's great deals out there at the moment. So I would highly recommend to check it out and come and stay at the hotel, try it out.
So what sort of prices are we talking roughly? I know it's...
Yeah, well, as I mentioned, there's new promotions coming out, and prices vary depending on the weekend, on the season, high season, low season, and so forth. And there's packages out that combine 2 or 3 nights, and then you get a better deal, or weekend stays. So I do recommend. I can't give you an exact rate at this time because it really depends.
Sure.
But have a look on the website, and you will find really great deals at the moment.
Okay, so anybody looking for a bargain, stay at a 5-star.
Yeah.
So you said it's still soft launch. When's hard launch day?
Yeah, well, we still have a second wing that is under construction, and that includes suites and club rooms and a club floor, and also a meeting room. Our meeting room is coming in last quarter of this year, so we expect that to open that wing on around October this year, and then all the facilities will be ready, including a beach club, and that's going to be nice. Just opposite side of the hotel, we are building a beach club, so the hotel can walk straight onto the beach through the beach club, and we'll have additional food and beverage facilities there.
And you say that you're building the second wing. It's got a conference room inside. I mean, what kind of capacity will that take?
Around 100 people for a meeting. That's approximately the size. Yeah.
Okay.
But with all the modern facilities, it's important. I think Pattaya has a significant market also for corporate business. So a meeting room combined then with the leisure and the beach is a great attraction to have that business as well, specifically for the midweek, not necessarily the weekends. Weekends are always very busy, but for midweek, it's interesting to have a meeting room. We don't have a large ballroom for very large or huge parties or weddings, but it's going to be a very nice meeting room, boardroom style with very high-tech facilities. And then combined with our culinary part, so you have a great experience for corporate customers as well.
Oh, sounds great. I didn't realise there's more coming. So how many rooms will you have when phase 2 is coming?
No, that's already included, 165.
Okay.
This is just extra facilities. But I mean, the way forward, I mean, we've spoken on past shows about the facilities that you get in hotels today in Pattaya and Bangkok, and I've also spoken about, the technology side of it. And I also think, like you've just said, having a meeting room, I've always got visions of like sitting around a big table with 60 TVs and like, I don't want to talk to you, But I mean, modern technology does play a big part in 5-star hotels.
Yeah.
I think it's very important.
Yeah. Well, talking about the technology, we have very advanced control panels in our rooms, in the guest rooms. Then it's a very advanced type of control panel next to the bed. So from your bedside table, you control all the lighting, electricity in the room with a touch screen. And on the touch screen, there is actually a picture of the room where you can indicate which lamp or facility you want to switch on and off. It has the date, the weather, the temperature. You can control the air conditioning from it all through touch screen in full color with a photo of the room.
Wow.
Yeah, it's very advanced.
Yes, I've never seen anything like that. Because normally when I'm in a hotel, it takes hours to work out which switch turns on what light. And so many times I've been trying to get to sleep and there's one stubborn light.
Or when your kid goes on and you go, no, off, and the kid goes on, off, the lights going off and on.
Exactly.
But no, it's great. I mean, technology is it's great. It just advances all the time, Nick.
So where can people find out more about it, including the rates? You have, Centara has a website, I presume?
Yeah.
And what's the address?
So centarahotelsandresorts.com.
Right.
There you find all our properties, and we are under Pattaya, Centara Pratumnak, and there you just find all the information. We also have a Facebook page, so on social media we're also available. And you can also connect through TripAdvisor and
Right.
so forth. So we're all
Plenty of
we're all
ways
out
of finding out it. Dominique, thank you very much for being our guest today and telling us all about Centara Pratumnak. And to all our guests, thank you, and go and check it out.
Thanks, Dominique.
Thank you
See
very
you
much.
back in part 2 soon.
Bye.
Thank you.